I'm ready.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need, you can leave here.
God be with you, Henry. Yes, I'm ready.
If any of you are having second thoughts, this is your last chance to speak. Very well. So I hope we're all clear on what has to be done. We need to free the hostages to deprive Toth of his advantage. Now he'll be keeping them somewhere where they can be guarded, but somewhere separate from his other men.
And where would that be?
We always kept our captives in the house on the Bailey by the stables.
What if they're in their tower or somewhere else?
Then we'll have to go to the gate and try to open it. But that will take time and attract attention. So we can only do it if we know exactly how things stand. And if they sound the alarm, before we've done anything, we get out of there quick. Understood?
And leave them there?
Better a couple of hostages than a pile of corpses. Lord Capon, are you quite certain you want to engage in this action?
Quite. After all, it can't be much different from sneaking out of the upper castle in Rattay and back in every night. Besides, who else will keep this hothead from raising bloody mayhem?
Well, see to it that you do, my lord. May God guide our footsteps.
This will be something. They'll be telling stories about this man for years. Unless we should tell the stories, Jack will be on us.
Hey!
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
God save you, Henry!
What are they waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
I'll put on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon? Fuck. The alarm's been sounded.
Henry!
Crawling out from under some rock.
I have to admit, we didn't do too well.
True. The shame of it. They drove us back before we even got anywhere. It's worse than if they'd killed us.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. We had to give it a try. If we succeeded.
If pigs had wings... I know it troubles you, but it's not over yet. We'll rescue the hostages and hang that bastard Ishvan.
It seems, Robard, that we're running out of options.
We don't have enough men to scale the walls with ladders. And we can't afford to lose any more. We can only take Talmberg by a ruse or with superior numbers. Ruses have failed, and we don't have superior numbers.
And we are left with no choice but to build a trebuchet. To demolish my own walls. Where is Master Fafar?
He's waiting. We sent for him as soon as...
Bring him to me. Let's not waste time.
Sir Divish.
You will build me a trebuchet, Master Tobias.
Trebuchet, my lord. That's not entirely in my field of expertise.
We have to take back Talmberg.
Yes, indeed, sir. I understand that.
You are the best engineer we can rely on in the whole fiefdom.
Oh, well, thank you, my lord, but it's just that I've never built a trebuchet before. This could take some time.
Then you'd better get to it. Bernard will go over the plan of attack with you.
Oh.
Well, Master Tobias, you have much to do and little time. I will not keep you any longer.
Indeed. Of course, sir. Thank you, my lord.
How are the preparations proceeding in the other camps?
As well as can be expected under the circumstances. There are still many things that need doing, but I just don't have the time for them.
No, you don't. Henry.
Yes, sir.
I would like for you to help with the preparations in the encampments.
Gladly, sir.
Robard will brief you. That'll be all. Welcome, Henry.
Can you teach me how...
Certainly.
I'm interested in more about...
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics?
Well, I have some trophy.
Show me. They deserved it.
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But what we have here, when you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere, complaints about everything from the gruel to the They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got... The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be. But that's not...
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Jivish was saying to Fafar, our master builder?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know.
But, if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait until Judgment Day.
I'll try to ask him if I can help in some way.
You should definitely do that. Without a trebuchet, we're much too weak.
Is there anything else
Well, we need some pitch. I know you had dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it to our quartermaster in the camp at the...
Greetings. What do you need?
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to build a trebuchet.
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Tamburg. I, a mining engineer. What do I know of war machines? I'll never manage it on my own.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help. Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him to come here, it would save my skin.
Conrad Keyser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed siege engines. He even took part in the siege of Nicopolis, together with Sigismund.
He was with Sigismund?
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad blamed their defeat on Sigismund.
I don't suppose he took that.
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from Prague and making a base.
All right.
Thank you, Henry.
My respects to you, sir.
Is this where Conrad Keyser lives?
Indeed. The world-renowned Conrad Keyser.
I need to speak to him.
Oh, really? Whatever for?
Tobias Fayfire has sent me. He's asking Master Conrad for help with the siege of
Must be important then. Go in. Well, I don't know how he... Here's the key. Hey, what is it?
Enter. Huh? By the horn of Joshua, you startle me. I thought you were urban. What do you want?
Sir Tobias Fayfire, the master builder and engineer from Skalitz, sends his greetings.
Fayfire? Tobias Fayfire? I've heard of him. He invented an interesting mining machine. What does he need?
Sir, have you heard what's been going on in Talmberg?
I've heard a thing or two. Is it true the castle's been taken?
It has, and we want to take it back. Master Fayfire has been given the task of building a trebuchet, but he's not sure he can manage it.
I doubt it myself. Building siege engines is an entirely different kettle of fish than mining. Damn, I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's, but that can't be done with a quill and...
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little, more than a little, critical of Sigismund. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bettlern Castle.
They locked you up in Bettlern?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. They leave me to my own devices. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing. I have peace and quiet to attend to my opus and a band of able assistants. Although I have lost quite a few of my patrons, thanks to all this unrest.
And why are you here in Sasau?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery.
What is it you're working on?
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum, my legacy. Mark my words. One day, our whole world will be run by machines and inventions not yet.
Of course. Any day now, they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking aloud about things for battle. Could I help you escape, perhaps?
Who says I want to?
But you said you couldn't leave, sir.
Young man, I can't leave because I gave my word I'd help with the building of the monastery here. And my word is my bond. I have no intention of sneaking away like some criminal.
Who do you work for here?
My contract is with the abbot himself, but I discussed the work details with Carol, the monastery's master builder.
Could I not just pay off the master builder for your services?
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the construction. As long as he has the money to pay the craftsman's wages, that's all he needs.
Ah, as long as he has enough for wages, you say?
Yes, what are you thinking?
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the
I realise that, but Sassar Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, but I might have another...
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could copy the abbot's seal and signature on our own document.
That's a curiously...
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here before the abbot, so he will...
How do I get my hands on the commission?
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly and put it back before he notices it's gone. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carol usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his dice. Maybe you can take advantage of that somehow.
Right. I'll see what I can do. You really can't come with me right away?
Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's. But that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't...
I'll try and...
Look here, I don't want any trouble. You better talk to Carol. Damn!
Be a bit more careful.
You're the one who's in charge?
Yes?
Monk's so old.
Oh, if that bad, I shouldn't.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Guard! Come here, quick! There's a thief over there! Help! Arrest that thief! I see a thief! Guard! Guard! Good day.
Are you sure you won't release Conrad?
Not a chance.
Well, anyway, I've heard it said there's not enough money to finish the construction. So, I thought as a lover of architecture, I might contribute.
How the hell do you...
That's neither here nor there. The important thing...
How much will you give, Very well, then. Keezer can go.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
I could do with a bite to eat.
They're after me.
You!
Damn it!
Stop right where you are. Surrender. You've committed a crime,
What
and
the
I'm
hell
arresting
are you doing?
you.
All right, you win. I surrender.
You were seen. This definitely.
Oh well.
You've purged and hand.
I feel quite hungry.
after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this!
What? Who is... Carol said you can...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me...
They're after me!
Who?
Sigismund's people, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. What am I to do?
What makes you think...
When I was on my way to Sasau, I saw, now I've been told, he was... And the strangers been creeping... They're after me, Henry. The Lord...
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to it. I'll have a...
I don't know. What?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll...
You will, won't you? Good, good. I'll be sure to...
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. I have to eat something. My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.